Okay, and we're back. We're headed to Napileos Fortune to see if we can't find the race. So we have to get a... we're going to have to do the mission for Boso, and so we can start with some of the mods.
Entering system, Napileos Fortune.
Okay. If you're unaware kind of what we're doing, we are doing a kind of Scoundrels run or a Smugglers run version of the game. So we're not allowed to buy ships. We're allowed only to take them over, capture, salvage, and earn them. So, but no buying of ships. Our income, we're not allowed to do like really legal trading. We're allowed to do high-risk smuggling. We're allowed to do black market kind of stuff, get lockboxes, hacking, and looting. But we're not allowed to like set up our own little trading empire for like normal legal goods. We are also working on, this is part of this first mission here, we want to modify our personal ship, specifically prioritizing engines and travel speed. And then we are allowed to pick one faction to ally with and be a sympathizer for. So, and we're allowed to do partner trade and missions with them. And we're also picking one faction to be enemies with, essentially. And that's probably going to be the Zyarth. Thinking more authoritarian kind of faction, keeping to some of the themes. And then any ships, if we lose a ship, we that's it. So no saving. If we lose a ship, that's it. Oh, speaking of which, we are getting attacked.
Queen's Guard.
We can probably handle one Queen's Guard, but Cutlass is not a fighter I want to be doing a lot of fighting in. I'm really here just to run this race, bro. Fortunately, the Cutlass does have some pretty decent weapons. Not like one-shotting this thing by any stretch, but... probably just drop some loot, so I don't know if we can like go grab it.
Mineral.
I don't see it, but all right.
Empty space.
Hopefully they just start our mission now.
I am marking the end position for you. You must simply reach the destination in the allotted time.
Okay.
Prepare yourself. Go!
And away we go. Hopefully, we got 90 seconds to get 300 kilometers? Holy smokes. I think we'll be able to get there. It's been a while since I've done this mission. Yeah, we're halfway, more than halfway there already. Still 50 seconds to go. Hopefully we won't have to do much once we get to Pious Mist. There we go. 50 kilometers. And almost there. 20 seconds. I do really, like, we wouldn't have done that in a slower ship.
Entering system. Pious Mists.
Oh, we still have 120 kilometers to go? Holy smokes. I don't think we're going to make it.
Your time is up.
Yeah. Dang.
Unfortunately, you are unable to reach the destination in time. You can try again if you wish.
I'm going to need a faster ship. Holy smokes. Alright, so how do we get a faster ship? I think this means I need to go get the envoy. Diplomat in distress. We're gonna take that.
Autopilot.
Because
Engaged.
the envoy probably does that super easy. Because it's just that much of a faster ship. And the Cutlass is not slow, exactly, but clearly not fast enough.
Entering system. Unholy retribution.
See how the Adachi's doing. Explore. We don't want that. Drops. Drops. Just keep collecting drops until we tell you not to. This is where repeat orders
Disengage.
becomes very useful.
Oh, thank God.
Envoy.
Actually, does this mission require some combat? I might have the Adachi come. Do this. I seem to think that this mission requires some combat, and the Cutlass may not be fully up for that. The Adachi is a much better combat ship. So I may swap out the Adachi and the Cutlass. Let's see, how's the Hyperion doing? It's okay. We're actually going to have the Hyperion do some scouting for us. It's not the best scouting ship, but it works. And we're just going to have it hang out there, because I think the gate's in that area somewhere. Alright, so... Again, I don't remember exactly what the mission recalls for. So I'm just gonna have miss out on whatever we would get from there. It doesn't look like there's much in this windfall. Oh, there's an accelerator, so we should have it explore after it gets done there. Where's this thesis? Let's have this guy do some exploring. Probably going to take a minute for the Adachi to get to us, so let that play out. So the thing I'm not sure about is what ships do we actually try and capture, and outside of the Zyarth, are we like, who are we willing to annoy? And like, what's our reputation? Hostile, I don't know if at what point a faction goes from being hostile or enemy to hostile. Hostile being they'll attack you on sight kind of thing, and potentially attack my player headquarters, which is not what I want. At least not until we have some defenses set up. But that's a ways down the road. We don't have really any means of getting those defenses at the moment. So we're gonna have the Adachi, the Hyperion, check out this other sector. And then I think there's another. There's another jump point over in that area where I initially put it. Oh, cool. Dachi's here already. Okay.
Sir?
At some point we're going to need to get the
Cutlass.
teleporter so we don't have to like manually transfer from ship to ship here, but this works.
Odachi. Docking granted.
Alright, first things first.
Can I help?
Hand me your inventory. Now go up the chair. We're going to send the Cutlass back over here and have it do collect some drops. Collect drops. So let's have it do its thing. Actually, hey, we can give it repeat orders. Even better. Collect drops. Let's go here and always collect drops there. And let's have it do that for a bit. And take that order. Okay. And what are we doing with this guy?
Envoy.
Talk to him.
I'm Consultant Brent Sobert, acting on behalf of the Taladi company. I was held up by this attack group. They told me to prepare for boarding. I declined. Then they disabled the Baronese's engines. Surprisingly, no. They appear to be waiting for something. This mission falls under under
Okay.
9.4, your assistance, including lethal force, is explicitly covered.
Alright.
Help me, and you'll be compensated.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about, right? Like, so glad I swapped out the Cutlass. Not that the Cutlass couldn't handle this, but the Adachi's so much better.
You're just
Yeah. So.
Daldrino to squad leader.
There we go.
Fall back. The situation is getting out of hand. I'll be requesting a strike team to handle this. I repeat, fall back.
Strike team. Okay. Now what?
Citizen, please accept my sincere thanks. It was very fortunate that you acted so quickly. You prevented an attempted hostile takeover of a diplomatic courier mission. I'm transporting historic materials bound for the archives.
Sure.
Yes. They're sealed in a magnetic stasis field. Makes them difficult to transfer between vessels. We'd need a proper relief ship for that.
Okay.
You're too kind. If I may trouble you, would you instead fetch my Envoy-class while I wait here?
Okay.
I'm grateful, citizen. Yes, a prototype with some mods, same as the Baronese.
autopilot. Engage.
Alright, let's go find the Envoy.
Entering system. Highest mists.
Where do we go? Where are we going? Another destroyer.
Entering system. Pontifex's claim.
Okay.
Entering system. Holy vision.
Find a way to void of
Autopilot.
opportunity.
Disengaged.
Alright. Probably means we need to find another jump gate. We'll use our Mark 1 sensors here. Oh, that looks like a jump gate. Let's head that direction. Let's check in on the Cutlass and the Hyperion. I just want to make sure it's not gonna take a stray shot potentially from this destroyer, but that destroyer's well covered by the swarm of. Oh, nice. Man, that is quite the swarm of ships. Little dinky kids. What's our loadout for this thing? We get the EM weapons, I think. Cutlass, Adachi. No, pulse lasers. Okay, cool.
Entering system. Void of opportunity.
Now we have to find the Scarlet Star. That looks like a dead. That's a. Alright. Well, that's a pirate headquarters. We'll come back. Mark that as a place to offload stuff. Actually, I wonder if... what was it buying? Maja dust. Okay. I wonder if that other place was selling Maja dust. We'll have to have the courier go back. See if we can find it.
Entering system. Path to profit.
Okay, this is not the sector we want to be in. So
Autopilot
turn back
engaged.
around. And let's see, what were these folks selling? They were not selling. I think those
Entering
folks were
system.
willing
Void
to
of
buy much.
opportunity.
Yeah, so they're willing to buy just a little bit though, not a lot. Okay. We'll have to figure out if we can find a
Autopilot disengaged.
selling. Where are we? We're still trying to find a place to the Scarlet Storm. Let's see. There's a few different jump gates here. Let's go through this one. I'll just always pick the one on the right. Earlier, the Pontifex station, something was destroyed. Maybe a little nervous. Wait. Kahunas. Capacitors. A lodestone, cool. That'll allow us to get some EMP stuff later. Looks like you're about done there, so we will have you deposit your inventory.
We found something out here.
I'm gonna have it collect the lockbox. I don't think I've ever really tried that. I don't know if there's a downside for it collecting the lockbox. Tell me if there's a downside for having something collect the lockbox as opposed to just going and collecting it yourself. Because I think there used to be... I know that's the case when you're claiming a ship, right? If you have like a Marine claim a ship, it like injures the ship more. But I don't know if that's the case for a lockbox. Okay, this... Wait.
Hive guard. Entering system. Grand exchange. Autopilot engaged.
Okay. Well, now we know where Grand Exchange is. It still wants us to find path to profit, so we gotta get back to that.
Entering system. Black hole
This is
sun.
Black Hole Sun 5. This is where one of the lockbox, that big lockbox is. Let's see what you're doing. Where are we? Oh! Is this... Did it just collect the big old lockbox? Hopefully that was not like the...
Autopilot disengaged.
We're in the system. Why don't we go head over there? Gosh, that would be really annoying if it just... Or maybe it gave it to our inventory? That would be really Where is that lockbox supposed to be? Seemed like it was in something like that. Maybe it wasn't that lockbox, the big lockbox that... I think it's in this wreckage. And it has like a nice crystal, and I'd be kind of annoyed if it collected it. Yikes. It might have. Well, I think... Oh, that's frustrating, because... Did he... Where'd it go? Damn it. Alright. That's time I would normally just restart the save, but that's not what we're doing. Just run through, so... Although, do we call that a bug? I'm gonna call that a bug, because that's like... This is our last autosave. That was 20 minutes ago. We'll let it go. We'll let it go. It's a little frustrating. Alright, note to self. Don't let things collect a lockbox ever again, because you don't actually get anything for it. Or don't get what you're supposed to get out of it. Let's have you do some scouting here. Follow the horde, cool. We're actually gonna have this guy come down to... Where was that? Yeah. Oh, can't drop off his thing.
Autopilot engaged.
Okay, so we are trying to find what? Void of opportunity, and then trying to find this scarlet something or other.
Awaiting orders.
Okay. So I'm just going to have this continue to collect stuff until... Looks like
Entering system. Void of opportunity.
okay.
Autopilot disengaged.
Alright, and we're in the void of opportunity. Let's see if this is maybe... don't know where that one goes, apparently. So let's go that way. The Argon took this sector. That Void of Opportunity was typically a Taladi sector, so maybe the Argon are on the march in this save.
This sector has experienced a supernova event unlike any I have seen. It must have been a spectacular sight to behold, and an enlightening moment for any scientist who recorded it.
Glad you appreciate it. These are some cool rocks, though. Alright, still focused on the Envoy mission. What does the Odachi have? Pulse turret and a proton barrage turret. Huh. Bunch of laser towers, tracker mines. Huh. Probably sell some of that stuff. I don't need all of that. That might come in useful if we go do the Terran missions. Alright. We're here. Let's see. Scan for where we need to be. Huh.
Autopilot engaged.
See where it has us go for the autopilot. Middle of the sector here.
Autopilot disengaged.
Not really sure what we're supposed to do.
Unknown object. Autopilot engaged.
Alright, we're gonna fly to that unknown object. The purple, I think, means it's like mission based. Yeah, there's an envoy there.
Envoy.
This is Ikinerus Nihamilis Syringius III speaking. Health and Safety Administration. We observed an anomaly in this sector and initiated an on-site evaluation.
Cool.
For your own security and continued profitability, I strongly recommend immediate withdrawal. Sober? Archive ship. Well, I suppose you could call the Envoy that. I am presently attempting to decrypt this data vault before it gets bit-flipped in the afterglow. It contains security-relevant information.
Are we gonna have to
assist me? Colleague Sober can wait a while longer.
unlock the data vault? Alright, cool. Get right up to it, hop out.
We found something out here.
No, you are not Just ignore the lockboxes.
Odachi.
Alright. Let's go do the data vault here. My slow ass spacesuit. Alright, let's find... So, data vaults have these like little panels you have to hit with the repair laser, and it'll create, you know, open other parts of the vault, and that'll create like it's like a little puzzle. When like one of those opens, those little panels open, it opens another part that then exposes another panel or something that you have to interact with. Let's see what I do. Here's static. I just turned the scanner on to see if it's like doing a little static. Like that static sign usually means there's something to interact with there. So. Another panel. I think the static might just be the... Something in there? Yeah. Okay. Collected that thing. Partially unlocked, it says. So, we should probably looking for another panel. It's like that. Oh, has to open. That's the... Let's scan that. Hooray! Investigate historical articles.
I see you have made quite the discovery.
I did?
I am always in the search of knowledge. I have added a secondary task to your mission interface.
Gotta make it back to the Odachi. Where is the Odachi? There it is.
Odachi.
Oh, sorry.
Docking granted.
Okay. What are we doing? Encyclopedia. Galaxy. Timeline.
Earth scientists. Unbihexium.
Okay.
The QV collider, constructed by the Beryl between 778 and 782 NT, was designed to synthesize element 126, unbihexium, from the theorized island of stability. A previous prototype on planet Hydian had catastrophically malfunctioned, fracturing the planet in the process. Within 1 Jazura of operation, the QEV collider produced approximately 4 kilograms of unbihexium. The element demonstrated a half-life of 4.4 Jazuras, extendable to Decazuras with magnetic stasis. The Beryl prepared to test 980 grams of unbihexium on an uninhabited sector's unstable main sequence star, using a linear accelerator. During final launch preparations, the star unexpectedly ejected massive amounts of solar material, overwhelming the station's radiation shielding. After the solar mass ejection, radiation levels throughout the accelerator station exceeded 9 sieverts per hour, a dose high enough to cause immediate neurological effects, unconsciousness within minutes, and death within hours. All personnel on site perished, resulting in the abrupt termination of the experiment. After the fall of the gates, the QEV collider became unreachable. When more and more jump gates reactivated, a remnant of the Beryl that called itself Ectoberyl was able to locate the old experimental station, its crew deceased, but equipment remaining, and unbihexium still in its containment field. After all this time, the experiment was scheduled to resume with enhanced radiation shielding.
Magnetic containment nominal. 126 stable. Primary coil charge complete. Discharge in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Is this what caused the thing to go supernova?
Egg salad! I suspected as much, but having the proof makes it feel so much more devastating. Sobert has half a kilo of that unbihexium aboard the Baronese. Snatched it from under the Ectoberyl's hind scales. The Ministry wants it gone. Everybody else wants to get their claws on it. But in any case, I would rather we have it than someone else. So, let us find colleague Sobert.
Alright, what are we doing? We're just gonna follow the envoy to the best that we can, since it's not actually, it's way faster than we are. Yeah, we're gonna try and catch up with you, but you know, part of the reason we want the envoy is that it's so much faster. So we'll catch up when we can.
Entering system. Void of opportunity.
It's gonna be in, yeah, through that next
Salad!
gate.
They destroyed a star. A sun. Where is the profit in that? Where? What am I going to do?
What's delighted is to confirm that element 126 is real and stable. The magnitude of this discovery is simply immeasurable. The Ectoberyl has rendered invaluable service to the scientific community. The resonance of this knowledge will elevate us all.
But Vozo, they destroyed a star in the process. Look, Vozo just likes his science. Alright, so we're gonna go try and chase down this envoy.
Entering system. Holy vision. Autopilot. Engaged.
We'll let the autopilot do its thing for a minute. Let's go check on the Cutlass. See how we're doing. Doing alright. What do we need for the Hyperion? Programmable field array. Oh, got one of those. Need 3 of those. The security bypass we're not going to get until we can craft it. So we're going to need lots of AGIs and stuff. We'll keep letting so I don't know if there's a way to check the inventory on Heretic's End. Storage.
Entering system. Pontifex's claim. Entering system. Ice mists.
Maja Dust Factory.
Autopilot. Disengage. Entering system. Unholy retribution.
What are we watching?
Entering system. Trinity.
Citizen, I'm so very glad you've returned. And you too, esteemed colleague Sarinkias. Always a pleasure. Once we've transferred the material, we should destroy the Baronese. No need to hand a diplomat vessel with sensitive gear over to the Ectoberyl.
The pleasure is all mine, colleague. But what have I been hearing? You tricked this brave citizen into believing you were transporting documents?
Well, I never said that. I said historic materials, which is true. But let's not delay. Our unpleasant friend, Deldrino, mentioned an incoming strike team. Better we're gone before they arrive.
Okay.
Autopilot. Engage.
Or escorting, I guess.
Entering system. Unholy retribution.
Citizen, I'm cutting the main engine. The envoys Podkletnov seem to have elevated plank time latency, and the 126 doesn't like that. The mag stasis should stabilize things in a few seconds.
That's a lot of technobabble.
Colleagues, that is not the Ectoberyl. That is someone else. Like I said, No one can synthesize unbihexium, but everyone wants it. Let us make sure they do not get it.
Plasma.
Osprey,
Okay.
Vanguard. Kestrel, Vanguard.
Hmm.
Osprey, Vanguard.
That's just not good enough.
So take this out hopefully first. Probably not the best idea, but take the smaller ships out. It'll be easier to.
Kestrel, Vanguard.
Space debris.
You can bail if you want to.
Kestrel, Vanguard.
That's a whole lot of time right
Osprey, Vanguard.
I'm not talking to you.
now. Okay.
I'm not talking to you.
Okay. Kinda would like your ship though.
I'm not talking to you.
Probably don't let you commandeer or make them bail out of their mission ships, so we'll just take you out. Try one more time.
I'm not talking to you.
Okay.
You made short work of them, colleague. Like a true combat veteran.
Saringia, citizen. The 126 has calmed down. I'm relighting the engines.
Away we go.
Entering system. Highest mists. Autopilot. Disengage.
Colleague Sobert, do you not see what is happening? Let us place the unbihexium under the Ministry's custody. We will never use it as a weapon. In fact, we are going to dispose of it.
But that's unrealistic. You can't just destroy 126 unless you throw it into another star.
Do not gaslight me. I am no hatchling. Unbihexium has a half-life of 4.4 Jazuras outside the stasis field. It will be all but gone in at most 63 Jazuras.
Maybe so, but the Ministry can't protect it for that long. The Argon Federation, on the other hand, has been stable since long before the Dark.
Not our decision to make, colleague. Not yours, not mine.
Okay. Where's he going?
Autopilot. Engaged.
This has been a lot of follow the envoy a lot of different places.
Feels like we're sitting on a powder keg. I'll admit that my palms are getting sweaty. Cutting engines once more. Stay sharp.
Entering system. Foley.
Colleagues, there they come. This time it is the Ectoberyl.
This is Chief Scientist Dr. Franca Daldrino. The material in your possession was illegally extracted from our custody under the guise of a diplomatic mission. We'd prefer not to use force to recover it, so I'm saying this only once. Release the material and retreat.
We have seen the footage. You destroyed a star. You can never have it back.
The statutes of the ICSC are quite clear. In the absence of jurisdiction, force is permitted under specific circumstances.
Yeah, I'm glad I used the Adachi for this, because...
Dr. Daldrino, let me too be perfectly clear. The experiment conducted by the Ectoberyl constitutes a breach of both the WMD testing treaty of 689 NT and the Stellar Scale Weapons Moratorium of 749 NT. Both are ratified by the Argon Federation. The material in question has been lawfully confiscated under Federation jurisdiction and will not be returned.
Thank you.
You leave me no choice. Daldrino to strike team leader. Authorization to
Another
attack.
strike team?
Daldrino, destroying the Envoy means destroying the 126 and the entire sector.
I've got my eye on you.
Alright.
Elite. Vanguard.
Would have been nice if we can get any of these folks to bail out, but I don't think we're going to be able to.
Elite. Vanguard.
Doesn't feel like these are much. I probably would have been okay with taking these on in the Cutlass, but such much more.
You seem so keen. Let's fight. I remember the barrel. You picked up where they stopped. They took each other further. The Ministry will not let this go unpunished.
The Ectoberyl is more powerful than you realized. You're stalling the inevitable. That's all you're doing. Science will win.
Ma'am, you've crossed the line from merely unethical to openly criminal. And is that what you wanted?
I'm not the criminal here. You are. Just give up. If you win now, you'll lose worse later.
Colleague, my skill plate is still pale, but you were magnificent. One obstacle less.
126 is stabilized. I'm relighting the engines. We're on the final stretch.
Okay, cool.
I feel
Final
sorry
stretch.
for those pilots. They were misled.
And I, esteemed colleague Syringius,
Got
feel
some
sorry we didn't get Daldrino.
rep with Holy Order in the process there.
Autopilot.
Right.
Engaged.
We're gonna follow the envoy again. Let's check on Cutlass. Looks like we're still doing all right. Cool. We actually got some security bypass system, security encryption system.
Entering system.
Might have
First
enough.
sight.
In the next episode, we'll probably go get Trinity itself. Then we'll have 2 Hyperion, and then we can actually really start in earnest with what we want to do for the rest of the game. I think as soon as we get the envoy here, we're going to end this episode and we'll pick up next time.
Autopilot disengaged.
I think we're landing on the ship.
Sentinel. Docking granted.
Does the Odachi have a docking computer? Doesn't look like. If it does, it's much.
Citizen, I'm truly grateful for your invaluable assistance. My esteemed colleague may have preferred the 126 to remain under Ministry stewardship. But rest assured, the Argon Federation honors ICSC treaties just as strictly. Now, as promised, your compensation. I've been authorized to offer you an Envoy-class ship on permanent loan in recognition of your service. She's yours to command as you see fit. And naturally, should the AFIS or the Diplomatic Corps require the unique capabilities of a vessel like the Envoy, you'll find yourself at the very top of our rather exclusive list of contractors. Citizen, it's been a pleasure. Until next time.
Ooh. Let's watch the sucker come up from... Yeah, very cool. Alright. And the Envoy is a very, very fast ship, so this will be great. The Odachi has served us well. Odachi is probably a better combat ship, but kind of excited to have the Envoy.
Envoy.
All right. Undock. Oh, you. All right, we're going to close out there. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope everybody is doing well. Please like and subscribe.
Colleague, did you know that the Envoy-class will enter general production shortly? Should you ever require another one, you can procure it from the Ministry at Argon Wharfs. And from our allies, of course.
Except we're not allowed to buy ships, so this is kind of one and done, I think, for us. So we're going to stop here. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.